If you want to take the entirety of the season that turned Mick Cronin into the Sporting News Coach of the Year for 2017-18, or even the decade-long journey his Cincinnati Bearcats followed from broken program to orphan program to top 10 program, and condense it to a single moment, it arrived around 1 p.m. CST in a smoking cauldron of basketball emotion in Wichita, Kansas. With Cincinnati protecting a 1-point lead that it simply ran out of energy to extend, 6'11" sophomore center Ysiah Brooks was harassing Wichita State sharpshooter Connor Frankamp as he attempted to inbound the ball under the WSU basket. When Frankamp tossed the ball into play, Brooks had no option but to accept the assignment to cover him as he retrieved the ball on a dribble handoff. Frankamp has made 178 three-pointers in his career. Any jump shot is a threat to connect. And he is a 100% foul shooter. Or, Showtime, Dade TV4 NCAA tournament bracket reveal Brooks, who averages 10 minutes a game and played 8 on that afternoon, did not budge. He didn't reach, he didn't lunge, he didn't fall off balance, he didn't get beat. Frankamp forced a jumper over Brooks' reach that was wide of the target. Afterward, teammate Darrell Willis got trapped beneath the basket as burly Cincinnati wing Jaron Cumberland sealed the baseline, and Brooks came dashing over to discourage any shot that looked close. This sequence, which so beautifully defined Bearcats basketball, lasted 9.3 seconds. "We have a saying around here, winners know why they win," Cronin told Sporting News. "It's because they're willing to do the uncomfortable things that go into winning." There were many terrific Coach of the Year candidates for Sporting News to choose from this season. Tony Bennett dominated the ACC at Virginia and the Cavaliers ended the regular season as a unanimous #1 in the AP poll. Chris Holtmann took over Ohio State in early June and led a team picked to finish near the bottom of the Big Ten to a top 3 finish. Rick Barnes was derided by many as the Texas program faded in his final seasons with the Longhorns, then rejuvenated the Tennessee Volunteers and shared a Southeastern Conference championship in this his 3rd season. More, Sporting News 2017-18 College Basketball All-Americans. What separated Cronin from these other deserving candidates, though, was the separation Cincinnati endured from the Power Conference ranks in the early part of this decade. The Bearcats entered the Big East Conference in 2005-06. By 2009 the football team had gone undefeated and won the league, and by 2012 the basketball team had played in the Big East Tournament Championship game. Before the end of that calendar year, it was over. The Big East made the controversial and not unanimous decision to grant Tulane membership, and the conference's basketball-first schools had seen enough. Cincinnati was left in a league with no established brand, the American, and whose only other basketball powers were Louisville, Memphis and Connecticut. Louisville split as soon as the ACC offered membership. And, has anyone seen Memphis or UConn lately? No, because that's how hard it is on the other side of that dividing line. In basketball, there's the Power 5 and 1, and there's everybody else. Standing above everybody else this year was Cincinnati, which finished the regular season with a 27-4 record and clinched the conference championship, clinched with that victory at Wichita. "We worked so hard to get to the point where we played for the Big East Championship," Cronin said. "And now you're not just recruiting saying, we play in the Big East, now you're saying, we played for the championship, right when we were really getting ready to use it in recruiting." The league fell apart. More, Villanova's Jalen Brunson is Sporting News College Basketball Player of the Year. This was not the first immense challenge of his tenure at Cincinnati, though, or even the most daunting. When Cronin took over in the spring of 2006, the Bearcats had only one returning scholarship player on the roster. Because of transfers and players not graduating consistently, the program was on academic progress rate April probation, looking at the possibility of losing postseason play and practice time and possibly even restrictions on how many non-league games it could schedule. He had to build a roster capable of competing at some level in one of the best leagues in college basketball, and every player he attracted had to be capable of graduating. Even if he could have gotten one-and-done types, he could not have accommodated them because there was no dispensation then for players who left early. Cincinnati needed every April point it could get. The program that had been #1 in the nation in March 2000, with Cronin as assistant coach, won 2 league games in his first season. A year later, though, the Bearcats went 8-10. By 2010-11, they made the first NCAA tournament appearance under Cronin, went 26-11 and lost to eventual national champion Connecticut in the second round. The Bearcats have not missed the NCAA since. The streak will reach 8 tournaments on Sunday. Only Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, and Gonzaga have been there more times consecutively. Only North Carolina is a lock to match the 8th straight. VCU will not extend its stake without claiming the Atlantic 10's automatic